Have you ever wondered what it would take for electric cars to stop being a luxury item and just become normal? Like actually affordable? Not just cheaper than a Tesla, but genuinely within reach for regular people? Well, buckle up, because there's a tiny hatchback in India right now that's flipping the script. The Tata Tiago EV costs about $9,600. Let me put that in perspective. That's less than half the price of a used Nissan Leaf in most US states. And it's not some rickety golf cart. This thing has airbags, a touchscreen, and a 250-mile range. Wild, right? So here's the thing. While we've been watching Tesla roll out Cybertrucks and Lucid Airs with their 100K price tags, India's been quietly solving the real puzzle of electric vehicles: how to make them for people who aren't tech billionaires. Tata Motors, this company you've probably never heard of, now controls over 60% of India's EV market. And their secret weapon isn't some space-age battery tech, it's simplicity. They've basically done to cars what IKEA did to furniture: stripped out the fluff, focused on what matters, and priced it like something you could actually impulse buy. Now, before we dive deeper, if you're into stories about underdog innovations that could actually change your life, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, this isn't the last time you'll hear about game changers like this. Let's break this down. The Tiago EV starts at $9,627. To an American ear, that sounds impossible. I mean, you can't even get a decent used Honda Civic for that these days. But here's how they pulled it off. First, they're using smaller batteries, 19 kilowatt-hours, compared to the 50-plus kilowatt-hour monsters in most US EVs. But guess what? In a country where the average commute is 15 miles round trip, that's plenty. It's like selling a smartphone with a battery that lasts a day instead of 3. Most people don't need the extra juice. Then there's the features. No heated seats, no autopilot, no frunk. But you know what it does have? A 10-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, 4-star safety rating, and this genius move where they offer a battery leasing program. Imagine paying $3.50 for every 100 miles you drive instead of worrying about battery degradation. It's the Costco membership model applied to car batteries. But here's where it gets spicy. Tata just slashed prices by nearly $1,000 last year. Why? Because battery costs are plummeting faster than a TikTok trend. While US automakers are using those savings to add more chrome trim, Tata's passing them straight to customers. It's like if Netflix kept lowering subscription fee every time their servers got cheaper. Now picture this. There are 1.4 billion people in India. If even 10% of them start driving EVs at this price point, that's 140 million electric cars hitting the roads. For comparison, there are only about 3 million EVs in the entire US right now. This isn't just about India. It's about proving that mass EV adoption doesn't require luxury buyers. It's about showing the world that electric cars can be boring in the best possible way. Here's a mind-blowing stat. The average new car price in America is $48,000. The Tiago EV costs less than the sales tax on that average American car. Let that sink in. While we're arguing about whether $7,500 tax credits are enough, Tata's out here selling entire cars for barely more than that. But wait, could this actually work here? Probably not directly. The Tiago's top speed is 78 miles per hour, which would feel sketchy on I-95. And let's be real, Americans want bigger cars. But the philosophy behind it, that's transferable. Strip out the excess. Build cars for actual needs, not Instagram clout. Use smaller batteries for shorter commutes. Maybe even, gasp, make EVs that aren't trying to be spaceships on wheels. Think about it. What if someone made an electric version of the Toyota Corolla? No gimmicks, just reliable A to B transportation with a plug. That's the Tata playbook, and it's working. They've gone from selling in 85 cities to 165 in just a year. They're basically the Starbucks of affordable EVs, popping up everywhere. Now here's the kicker. While US automakers are all in on 70K trucks, China's BYD is making a 14K EV. India's got this 9K option. Meanwhile, our cheapest new EV, the Chevy Bolt, got discontinued. See the pattern? The global south is solving the affordability crisis that rich countries can't or won't tackle. It's like that time mobile banking exploded in Kenya while Wall Street was still faxing checks. But here's why this matters for you. Affordable EVs in India don't just stay in India. Tech has a way of leaking across borders. Remember when Japanese compact cars reshaped Detroit in the 70s, or how Korean phones forced Apple to up its game? This could be that moment for EVs. When someone cracks the code on cheap, durable batteries and simple designs, it pressures everyone else to follow. Imagine a world where your local dealership has a 15K electric car that's not embarrassing to drive, where Uber drivers all go electric because it's cheaper than gas, where your teenager's first car isn't a smog-spewing clunker. That's the future. Building one stripped-down, no-nonsense EV at a time. So next time you see another headlines about some futuristic 200K electric Hummer, remember the Tiago EV. Innovation isn't always about going bigger, faster, or flashier. Sometimes the real revolution is just making things affordable. And honestly, that's the kind of disruption we could all use a lot more of.